After having it not last year, the Chaffee Crossing Veterans Day Parade is about to happen. It's in a couple of weeks. It's in middle of November. Lorie Robertson joining us, longtime friend. Thank you so much for being here. I remember when this thing first started a number of years ago, it was just a parade. And when I say just a parade, there was hundreds and hundreds of entries. This year, it really has expanded into a huge event starting pretty much early in the morning.
Yeah, it really has. And Daren, it's great to be back. Thank you for letting us tell this story about this great community event. You're right. And that's why we call it the Veterans Day Parade and Celebration now, because more and more people wanted to get involved. They wanted to show the love to the veterans. And that's really what we're all about. The whole day is about our regional community of veterans, honoring them, making them feel special, loved, and appreciated for all the sacrifices and things that they did to fight for our freedom.
It starts at 9 in the morning, not the parade, but all of the celebration starts. Talk about that just a little bit.
Well, we had to cancel last year, unfortunately, as did a lot of events. But this year we're coming back bigger and better than ever with a food festival wrapped around the parade. And so we'll open that up from like 9 to 2 p.m., an hour after the parade ends, or so, give or take. And we'll have local food vendors who will have all kinds of goodies to sell for people to come. You can come early and you can get your food and you can go get in your favorite place to watch the parade, or you can come and get your food and you can watch the parade from that general area, or you can follow the end of the parade and come up and get your food. Then we're going to have live music.
Mhm.
We have Gabrielle Gore is going to be
I
coming
was
and
hoping you'd say that.
Yes, I love the live music, food and music. That gets people to come out. And so Gabrielle Gore is going to perform from 9 to 10. Then at 10 a.m., we'll have the Veteran Honors Ceremony, which, of course, you've been our MC for several years. And we are so thankful. You do a great job for us. And you know what a special time that is. We're not sure that we're going to get to do any medals presentations this
Okay.
year with Senator Bozeman's office. That a lot of folks are opting to have their medals mailed to them because of health concerns, it being in public. So we're not sure about that yet. But we've got plenty of other
Mhm.
reasons and plenty of other veterans to celebrate in that time frame. At 11:30, or well, about 11 or 11:15, our ceremony will end, and everybody that's involved in that will break, and they will go to their jeeps, their floats, or wherever it is they need to be to get to lined up for the parade. And if anybody wants to participate in the parade, they do need to be lined up at 11:30. And we ask that they fill out the very, very simple form on our website, chaffeecrossing.com. That's how they can register a car, a float, an antique tractor, the Boy Scout troop, the marching bands, and anybody else that wants to participate. It's very easy. And of course, everything's free as far as that goes. But we just need to hear from you so we can give you instructions to line up and that kind of thing.
And I
At
know in,
noon,
in, in years past, you've had a countless number of people who want to be a part of this, and for very
yes.
good reason.
We did 2 years ago. We had, I think, 1,800 or so, 1,500 in the parade. I mean, horses, people, tractors, cars, motorcycles, floats, you name it. They were in the parade, and there were people that lined the whole 1.25 mile parade route. So we're counting on that again this year. We think it's going to be a really great turnout, great to watch, great to participate. And we have veteran information booths. We have a couple of other things that will be available. Everything is veteran oriented, and we're super excited about this. There's a lot of folks that are coming. One special thing we're doing is collecting new socks, hats, and gloves that can be donated. There will be collection boxes around the barbershop museum area and where the food festival will be. We'll have some boxes set out and people can bring new socks, hats, and gloves, drop them off. And then we're going to work with Antioch for Youth and Family. They have a veteran food pantry once a month, and they will be distributing those items to those veterans with their food pantry.
You mentioned the museum. Is it going to be open that day?
Yes, the Chaffee Barbershop Museum will be open. The Museum of Chaffee History will be open. The Vietnam Veterans Association and the Purple Heart, Military Order of the Purple Heart, their museum will be open on Redwood Drive. So you've got three museums that are right
Mhm.
there close, really cool stuff. And of course, the Chaffee Crossing Veterans Memorial is really cool too. There's some nice things, some nice panels to see there. So it all, it's all within kind of this walkable area, and that's kind of at the end of the parade where the fire truck sets up and extends the ladder and has the giant
Yes.
flag. And so, music and food and celebrating veterans and, American patriotism will just be all about it on November 13th.
That Veterans Memorial is relatively new, is it not?
It is. I think we dedicated it in 17 or 18,
Hmm.
and it's really nice. People can actually buy a custom brick and can customize their message in honor of a veteran. And we have two or three different sizes that they can purchase, and those are really nice. And we would really like to get that filled up. So, if you're out here that day, take a stroll through,
Hmm.
see how nice it looks, and we'll have a table set up where you could order a brick if you'd like.
All right, so the is there a deadline now to get that form filled out to be a part of the parade?
It really would be nice if we could hear from folks by the 10th. That
Okay.
still gives us time to email out instructions, and of course we're going to accept any entries, but it just helps with communication and organization if we can hear from them, by say the 10th, a couple of days before, because we'll send out those instructions, tell you where you line up, where to park, and what to expect.
Over the years, like we said at the beginning, this has gotten to be a huge event. Why do you think that is so?
This is a military community that we love our veterans in the River Valley and Eastern Oklahoma, Western Arkansas. Everyone likes to participate in this event. This is not a Fort Smith event. This is not just a Chaffee Crossing event, but we hope that it represents kind of that sacred ground
Hmm.
feeling for veterans. This is former military property, and you can be here. And of course, the barracks and the buildings give you that vibe, like you're really on a military base, and so that makes it extra special too. But we really try in every way that we can and with everything we do to honor veterans, and it's just their special day. And families like that too. Families of veterans, I mean, they like to feel like their loved one is being honored because they know firsthand what those sacrifices have been to be a member of the United States military. And so, it's just such a positive, fun vibe. And sometimes there's healing that takes place with this event. And we've honored different groups. I didn't mention that our theme this year is Our Wounded Warriors, and the Veterans Coalition, the Crawford Sebastian Veterans Coalition, they chose that theme. And they wanted to recognize, or they want to recognize this year, veterans from the Gulf War forward.
Hmm.
And so each year we choose a group of veterans that we honor. And so that's the group that we really want to invite to come out and participate this year. And we really want to say thank you to them.
You mentioned those two groups. You really do get a lot of help and input from a lot of people around here.
We do. It's amazing. We've got veterans that are from Alma, from Van Buren, from Pacola, Roland, Muldrow, Greenwood, Lavaca, Boonville. I mean, they just come from everywhere. Mansfield, they come from all over to come and participate in this parade because it is very inclusive regionally. In fact, Daren, we've got folks coming from Pea Ridge bringing a scale model submarine float to the parade
Wow.
again this
Okay.
year. And what's really cool is those guys make reservations at the Darby RV Park, which is around the corner right by the historic area. And they actually bring their RVs and they come and they stay in Fort Smith for a couple of days for our parade. We've got guys coming from Pineville, Missouri, from Bentonville. They're bringing some really cool military trucks. And we usually have Jeeps that come from Ozark and even from Clarksville, Russellville area. We've got a guy that likes to come and bring his Jeeps. By the way, our Jeeps, we'll have a Jeep display that day. I know I've got at
Okay.
least 8 or 9 Jeeps coming, and they'll be displayed on the lawn near the stage and near where the food court will be. And so, there's lots of reasons to come. There's something to interest everyone. And if things go just right, we're going to have a really special demonstration. We've got a very highly talented wood carver who is maybe going to be able to come and actually perform his design and do a patriotic design of wood carving there that day. We're crossing our fingers that that's going to work out. And then we have another special surprise. You may remember last year that we were unable to have Christmas honors at the Fort Smith National Cemetery.
Right.
Well, we saved the panels with the names of the 18,000 veterans interred at the Fort Smith Cemetery.
Wow.
And they're not going to use them at the cemetery this year. They're able to do the wreath placements like they have in the past with Christmas honors. But they called and said, do you have a use for these panels? And so we have a special surprise. We are going to have a Fort Smith National Cemetery Wall of Honor, and we're going to be able to display all those names again.
Wow.
And so as the parade goes by, it will be like a salute to those men and women who sacrificed and did so much for our country.
Is there any way this could get any bigger?
Well, don't ask me that question yet, because you know how I am. I like to throw a big party for my community. And we all do. The veterans, the biggest group of volunteers, as you indicated, are actually the veterans. They love this and they love being involved, and it's great to see them active and participating in this. We get volunteers both from the 188th Wing and from Fort Chaffee and retired volunteer veterans. And it just gets bigger and bigger, and it's because everybody, loves to show some love. We're a military community. We don't think about it a lot, but we really are, and we love our veterans.
Of course, the history of Fort Chaffee is just amazing. Lorie Robertson, it's on November 13th. 9 o'clock thereabouts. If you want to show up a little bit sooner, that's fine, but starts at 9 o'clock. And give us the time for that parade that will start.
The ceremony, the Veteran Honors Ceremony, starts at 10 on the memorial, and the parade starts promptly at noon. So you'll want to be in place in your spot where you like to watch the parade at noon, because it will start right on time.
All right. A very special day coming up. Lorie, thank you so much for being here. And I am so looking forward to doing this, not having to have done it last year. So I think a lot of people are really looking forward to getting back out and helping celebrate Veterans Day this year.
They are. The registrations are rolling in, and we welcome more. And come hungry, because we're going to have that food festival from 9 to 2. We're going to feed you well. We're going to entertain you, have lots of things to do, and lots of veterans for you to shake their hand, give them a fist bump or whatever, and just tell them, how much you appreciate them. And several of our food vendors actually are veteran-owned businesses here. So just another little way, that we say thank you to our veterans.
Lorie, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.